Jen, here's a question. This is a tough one. My or Terry?
That's hard. Can I say my Terry?
No, either My or Terry. Who would you want to get with?
Terry, because I want that power. I want that power.
What? Happy New Year, guys. This is our first podcast of 2019. My name is Reckless Fox, and I am the leader of the ScrubClubgaming Podcast, where we, if you are to the uninitiated who are here tonight, we're the folks and jokes who cover everything related to the video game industry, and sometimes the movie industry, television, comic books, and geek culture just in general. And as I said, I'm Reckless Fox, and joining me tonight are my horsemen. First, man who's been with me since day one-ish, the lovable, the introverted, the very quietly talkative person. Well, I don't know talkative, but like he's out. To put in words, he's really outspoken for how, even though he's super quiet. But we love him as always. Our boy Bajimxenn, take it away.
You see, when you have a dynamic podcast like this, all of this just works. It just works. Happy New Year, guys.
Alright then. And then we got the father of the group, the oldest of the group, the man who believes that Goku and Sora are gonna make it into Smash, and he just left. Okay, never mind. But our boy GC will be on later on. But GC, take it away if you're still there.
Hey, what are you doing today, Godchild? God bless y'all.
Alright then, and let's get started.
Excuse me?
What's that sound? I hear estrogen.
No, it's not estrogen. What are you talking about? You guys forgot about me. Excuse me?
Oh my god, I forgot. I totally forgot. We do have females in our group. And rocking with us tonight, back from the dead, our girl, our second token girl. She is the lovable, the talented, one of the few girls on another podcast I work for. Her name is Miss Genpink. Take it away.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Alright, so my opening comment is hopefully everyone's had a great new year. Hopefully everyone got the chance to do everything they wanted to do. And yeah, 2019 already in the books. We just started it, and I am honestly very, very optimistic about what's to come for this whole year. I mean, 2018 was a thrill ride to say the least, and I am really, really excited for what 2018 was a thrill ride, and I am really happy and I'm excited to see what 2019 has in store for all of us. And we got some news. I mean, it's a really slow news week for games and stuff like that. I mean, and we're gonna be regurgitating some stuff that happened from the last week of December, but it's still news that's still relevant even if we're in the new year. But before we get into all that, as always, we gotta do some housekeeping for the uninitiated out there who are listening to the Scrub Club podcast for the first time. We do all of our podcasts live on twitch.tv. So if you would like to be part of the chat, which we love the chat because they really are lively and they like to say what's on their minds, especially when we do cover news that they may not agree on our opinions about, but we like to hear it anyway. Be sure to check the chat out and follow me here on twitch.tv/recklessfox. So that's where we do all our live podcasts. And if you are listening to this on SoundCloud, which will be up, this should be up later on, be sure to follow us on SoundCloud as well. SoundCloud.com/ScrubClubgaming. And as always, one thing we do like to say is if you feel as if you might ask a dumb question, which we always say there's no such thing as a stupid question unless you ask it, or if you answer with a stupid answer, you can then now and forever email us at ScrubClubgamingBookings@gmail.com. That's ScrubClubgamingBookings@gmail.com for your questions, comments, concerns, advice, and business inquiries. Love doing business with the indie folks, the independents, the entrepreneurs. Hit us up if you are an indie gamer. You want us to test out your game and tell the people to go buy your game. Let us know. Hit us up. We don't bite. We really don't. And you can follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Just type in ScrubClub Gaming, and bam, ScrubClub Gaming all up in your home. Forget about the other website that got burned in the internet fire. What was it called? Tumblr, I believe. Yeah, I think Tumblr's dead, so you don't put us on incognito mode. Just let the people know that you be listening to us. And you can follow us on our YouTube page, ScrubClub Game, where we do put all our video podcasts of the ScrubClub Game podcast. We put video versions of the podcast up on our YouTube page as well. And you can always, as I said before, find us on soundcloud.com/ScrubClubGaming. That's soundcloud.com/ScrubClubGaming. Now, if you want to get a hold of us, you want some private critique time, you just want to talk to us and get some more opinions, and maybe interview us, you can find me, Reckless Fox, on Twitter or Instagram at @thereckless_fox. You can also find me on Twitter at well, I already said Twitter and Instagram at @thereckless_fox. Not bad. It's been a while since we did the last podcast. You can find me on my YouTube page, Reckless_fox, and you can find all my latest content on twitch.tv/RecklessFox. If I'm not holding it down in the Southtown region, East Howard flexing. GC, where can they find you?
You can find me on YouTube at Mr. Godchild15. You can find me on Twitch, Godchild15. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Godchild_15.
And if you're in the LA area, he does do security. He will, and don't mess with him because he will look for you. He will find you, and he will kill you. Bajimxenn, where can they find you?
They can find me. They can get a hold of me on Twitter and Instagram. BAJIMXENN. I spell it out because it's 2019. I still don't know how to pronounce my own name. Username.
All right. Then with all that being said, Jen should be back in a minute. She just had to step out. But with all that being said, let's get started. So, opening comments. Guys, how was your New Year? New Year's Eve. What did you do? And what is something that you loved about 2018, and what are you excited about for 2019? Go ahead. Bajimxenn, I'm gonna have you go first.
Okay. How long was it? I'm trying to remember. Did we have Christmas off as well as New Year's?
Yes, we had Christmas off as well.
Okay. So I just try to remember where we picked up last, because I don't think I was actually on the last year's podcast, like the last one that we do for the year. So sorry I missed that out. I'm trying to remember. It's really difficult. Christmas was okay, you know. It was really simple. Nothing fancy, nothing too big. I worked Christmas Eve, but we were closed on Christmas Day, so that was nice. I got the day off. And no, like I said, it was not bad. It was simple. New Year's, I did work, sadly. My holidays was kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't really the holidays where stuff happened. It was kind of like before or after. I'll explain in a minute. And I did work New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So let me see here. On New Year's Eve, actually, I posted up an Instagram video, which I normally don't do. I actually don't normally do videos on Instagram. And I was out walking my dogs, and I randomly found an Xbox 360 on the floor.
What?
Yeah.
You found an Xbox 360 on the floor?
Uh-huh. Yes.
It's still working?
And I bought the cables. I didn't come with any cables, but I have like a wireless controller and a wired controller. I think there's something wrong with my wired controller, but I'll fix that. My wireless controller, thankfully, was still working. So I went in. I got a cable for it. It's one of the newer 360s. It was like after the Slim, they came out with one that looks very similar to the Xbox One. And,
that one.
Mm-hmm. It has a different power supply, like where you connect it, not like to the wall, but to the console. And it works, man. It comes with a 500 gigabyte hard drive, and I'm just like, wow, there's nothing wrong with it. I was able to connect it and connect it to the internet. I reformatted the hard drive. I still have my old saves from my old games. I was just able to go in and play. So that was awesome. That was like, what a perfect way to end 2018. And I can only assume that that's good things are only to come in gaming for 2019. At least that's my sign. That's how I think of it.
All right then. GC, what about you? I mean, I know you're the working man, the squad. You know, you got family, you got a wife at home. Yeah, so you providing. You know, being a real man. You know, hustling and all that stuff. How was your Christmas and New Year's Eve? For those y'all who want to, real quick, for those y'all who want to know, who are new to the podcast, GC the majority of the time is at work when he does the podcast with us, so you're gonna be hearing a lot of random sounds every now and then. Go ahead.
Christmas is just another day, because it's not as enthusiastic when you was a kid growing up and you expect gifts every year. But since you're the adult and you're the parent now and you do the blessing, you know, for your kids, it's pretty much, you know, my kids' turn. So, I mean, for me, it's another day. But as long as my kids is blessed, then I'm happy. New Year's, spent it a little bit, you know, with the wife. And I only had like 2 hours of sleep because I had to work New Year's Day at like 5 in the morning. I had to work a 10-hour shift. But overall, it was cool.
All right, then. I would say my New Year, my Christmas. Christmas was awesome. I want to say that right now. I would also say, that what do you call it? It was great to spend it with my family and stuff. I went down to see my mom and stuff for Christmas Eve. We spent, because my mom tends to have Christmas Eve parties at her place, because Christmas Day everyone is, you know, is doing their thing and stuff like that. It was great to see some of my cousins that I have not seen in a while. It was great to see relatives that I have not seen in a while as well. Chris and I, you know, afterwards I actually stayed at my mom's place. And I got to watch. I watched Die Hard because Die Hard's a Christmas movie. And anyone who disagrees that Die Hard's not a Christmas movie, I will fight you tooth and nail about that. Yeah, as always, Die Hard's a great movie. I wanted to watch Home Alone, but Home Alone was not on until later on. So Christmas Day came, and I watched Batman Returns, which is, yes, Batman Returns is a Christmas movie set during Christmas. Came out around that time and everything like that. Batman Returns is technically a Christmas movie. And let's just face it, it's a damn good Christmas movie made by a madman in Tim Burton. And then I watched Sudden Death with Jean-Claude Van Damme, when he's supposed to be a firefighter who has to save the entire hockey arena from a dude who's gonna blow the entire place up. It's a great movie, don't be wrong. The description of it sounds really weird and dumb, but it's a 90s movie. Of course it's gonna be weird and dumb. And then I actually spent Christmas Day with my stepmom's family, and I actually got to see my stepsister, who I've not seen in 2 decades. Yeah, almost 2 decades since I've seen her. She had graduated college a few years ago. I think she just turned 29. I think she's or 30. I don't remember. But yeah, and in case you guys want to know, on my stepmom's side of the family, her kids are half black, half Japanese. So yes, I have my stepsister and my stepbrother, who I don't really talk to that much because he's never around. They're both half Japanese and half black, so it's awesome to have that type of family and stuff like that. And me and her reconnected. It was great. It was great to see her again and stuff like that. And then you know, I got a couple of gifts. I said to myself, I don't care if I got gifts this year, because but my cousin did get me a Patriots jersey and a Patriots beanie, because she knows I'm a fan of the New England Patriots. Granted, I've said this before, I don't like Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the one dude I do not like on the Patriots. Him and Belichick, I can't stand them niggas. I really can't. But the rest of the team, like Gronkowski and stuff like that, like I like those guys. Those guys are cool. But yeah, and then I got a new pair of shoes. I got some new sweaters and stuff. And then the surprise gift I got was actually from my homie, who you probably heard from on the stream every now and then, Carlito NSP, who I tend to play fighting games with on Twitch. He got me a copy of Resident Evil 7 on Steam, which was awesome, and I do thank him for that. So
the
Carlito,
full LP when?
Soon, and I'm gonna try to get Exile Oreo back, because in case y'all want to know, Exile Oreo, who's another guy on our podcast, hasn't been around because he actually started working and stuff, so he hasn't really been on, but he does send his regards. And to that light skin nigga, yeah, I know Jen's back on. Hold on, let me see if she fixed the audio thing real quick.
Yeah, it's good.
Hey Jen.
Wait, did you guys mute me?
Yeah, I muted you because I want to make
heard.
sure.
Well-
Yeah, I want to make sure your thing was fixed. But your
Well, then
game's
how
fixed.
can you hear me then?
Because
I
Ben,
didn't.
okay, well, lucky guess.
Never mind.
Lucky guess. Anyways, but yeah, so like I said, Christmas was really cool. And again, I got to spend it with my nieces because it was my niece's first actual Christmas and stuff like that. And my brother was supposed to build them a fort because the one thing we did not want to give our nieces is toys, because it's like, why would we give you toys when you're just gonna play with the boxes and they're only 1 year old? So, yeah. But and then New Year's Eve came, and I actually spent this year. I spent it with my family. I actually originally was gonna spend it with some friends and stuff like that, but like everyone canceled. I'm like, you know what? I haven't spent New Year's Eve with my family in a while, so we went to church and everything like that, and I just had a safe time for New Year's Eve. And
That's good.
like, I ain't doing anything rowdy or stupid or anything like that. That comes Monday because it's margarita night Monday. But
Can you guys hear me clearly? Like,
yeah,
or-
yeah, we can hear you, Jen. We got you. We got
Okay,
girl.
because
We
I
got
put
you.
my headphones on. Right now, I'm at 30%.
You're at 30. Oh, that's why you left. Okay, girl, we got
Yeah,
you. We
because I was
got you.
what happened was my phone was dying.
Okay. And then, but yeah, and so the next day was of course National Hangover Day. So there was no one in the streets on January 1st.
Yeah. Oh my god, the freeway was like
Empty.
101 was empty, dude.
I
You
kind of
can't see it
still
all.
wish I had my car, because if I did, I would have probably driven on the freeway at max speed. And be like, look, man, I'm not even drunk. I'm doing it because there's no one on the freeway because everyone's hungover. Come on now. But yeah, so I had a really good time, and again, I'm happy to see 2019, and shit like that. I'm really excuse my language, but like, I'm really happy to see 2019. I'm really happy that we're all healthy and stuff like that, and yeah, nigga, like, it's great. I'm enjoying it so far. There's a lot to come in 2019 for the ScrubClubgaming podcast. One of them is we're gonna be doing more reviews, in case y'all want to know. And the first review we're probably gonna do, me and Jen are gonna be reviewing Bird Box. That's once I watch it.
Did I tell you to play Brand Bandersnatch?
Oh no, but my friend Karina told me, so I will be. You and I are gonna be reviewing both those movies again.
No, but the thing is, there's different endings. I need you to play it because it's so fucking thrilling.
Okay, but with all that being said, Jen, because you are now back, how was your Christmas and how was your New Year's?
Christmas was awesome. I had a really nice Christmas party with my family. We brought in the lechon. Or for those who don't know, it's a Filipino thing where you grab a whole pig and then you what's that word? Barbecue it? Not barbecue, but yeah. And whole family eats the piggy. It's for display. And
Did you save me some? Did you save me some?
No, because it finished.
Oh my god. Okay, continue.
Yeah, and it was awesome. Just ate a lot of food. Did a lot of things. New Year's Eve, it was pretty safe. I really liked my New Year's Eve. It was literally just having dinner with the family again. And yeah. I don't know, I just don't want to go out like and party. It's dangerous.
Oh, no, like I said, the one thing I did learn, and because Skooks and I, we actually spent New Year's Eve together back in 2017.
We went to the Grand Park.
Yeah, Grand Park was fine. There weren't drunk people around. There was a lot of families and guys had their girlfriends and stuff like that. It was safe. I mean, it was just right after everyone was like chilling. Everyone was either going home or everyone was just hanging around downtown LA and stuff like that. It was safe. And I know GC was working at one of the clubs that was around Grand Park. Me and Skooks almost went to, but we had to go. We went to another party in Venice. And I'm not gonna say her actual name, but we'll call her Dirty Diana. Shout out to Dirty Diana.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Dirty Diana invited me to a New Year's Eve after party, and so Skooks and I went, and I didn't get home until 4:30 in the morning. So I didn't get drunk, but we were just out. We were there chilling, hanging out there until like 4:30 in the morning, and then we had to drive. We drove her home and stuff. So that was fun. So again, like I said, it's been a while since I've been with my family on New Year's Eve, so I'm glad I was with them this year. So And yeah, and with all that being said, let's get started. So as we said earlier in the show, it's been a really slow week when it comes to gaming, and there's not really too much we can talk about. I mean, there's a lot of games that are coming out this year, especially for PC and stuff like that. Yeah, but we'll get started with those. But a couple of pieces of quick news we want to dish out. Punisher is coming out. The new season of Punisher will be out in a couple of weeks. My Hero Academia just got the creator of My Hero Academia just approved the live action adaptation stage play.
Nice.
So yeah, so there will be a stage play version of My Hero Academia.
I don't know if it's coming to the West though.
No, it's not. It's gonna be in Japan.
Japanese only.
Which I don't understand, but it's whatever's. The new Dark
Maybe
Phoenix.
it wouldn't do as good here.
The new Dark Phoenix trailer dropped, and it looks like booty butt cheeks. I'm not looking forward to the movie. It looks like trash. What else? Avengers: Infinity War came out, and apparently it was hard for people to find it on Netflix. It came out on Christmas Day. And so the people at Netflix who had a response to that say, talk to Thanos. Maybe he'll unsnap it out of the realm that was in. Well,
Yeah,
everyone
I
watched
rewatched it. I rewatched it.
Me too.
It's really good. It actually got me very excited for Endgame.
I would say this: we need it. We have yet to do our spoiler review of Infinity War because we did a spoiler-free review. So what I'm thinking is I think we should do a retrospective review. Like, it's been almost a year since Infinity War came out. Does it still hold up? And what do you want to talk about?
But it's on April.
Yeah.
So
we can do a full discussion that will lead into Endgame and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
Endgame
like
comes
Captain
out.
Marvel. We can watch it like after Captain Marvel, right? And then
We could.
can do like, yeah.
Captain Marvel comes out before Endgame.
yeah, it comes out I think in February or March. I know it comes out a
Yeah.
month or two before.
Okay.
Windows
Thank you.
Chrome Windows is coming to the Chromebook. So if you have a Chromebook and you're
Wait. Go ahead.
I would say if you have a Chromebook and you're sick and tired of using the Chromebook software, you can actually now put Windows on there and stuff. So that's kind of cool. Sonic Adventure is being eyed to be remade. I don't know why.
Now it's not being eyed to be remade. The creator said that he was interested in making remaking it.
Again,
Yeah, 'cause
why?
Because he
Why
sees the flaws in he sees like, yeah, it doesn't really hold up much. First 3D Sonic game and on the Dreamcast, so it's like, yeah, it would be nice. A nice 3D Sonic game, because that seems to be, I think Sonic Adventure 2 would probably be most people's favorite. So if we get a Sonic Adventure remake, good chances are of 2 getting remake, and then maybe from then on a possible Sonic Adventure 3.
I don't think we need a Sonic Adventure 3. I think Sonic Generations is as close to a Sonic Adventure 3 we're gonna get, and that's nothing wrong with that. Generations is a really good game, so I think we'll just say Generations is Sonic Adventure 3, and it's done right. Our last piece of news before we get into our actual review, discussions. So for those of y'all who don't know, Jen and I are big fans of Power Rangers, and if y'all did not know, you should probably check out Morphin Network on YouTube and Facebook.com/Morphin Network. Jason David Frank, the legend known as Tommy Oliver, the Green
I wanted
Ranger.
to hear your opinions on this.
So for those of y'all who don't know, Jason David Frank is a straight up wrestling mark. Like Snoop Dogg, he loves professional wrestling. And for those of y'all who did not know that, look at his Twitter beef with CM Punk. Jason David Frank recently went to a local wrestling event somewhere in Texas. I can't remember what it was called, but apparently and this was kayfabe news. This was kayfabe and stuff because it's not real. During the match, Jason David Frank was being taunted by one of the dudes, and Jason David Frank knocked him out, kayfabe. And so now it's leading into a wrestling match, and Jason David Frank's gonna make his in-ring wrestling debut very, very soon. I'm actually very excited about that. I did say on my Twitter that if he is super serious about getting into the ring, I really hope to God he does not wrestle Sami Callihan at one point. But you can actually read more about this on comicbook.com, and I'll read a little bit of it before we get into our actual discussion. Power Ranger star Jason David Frank made quite an impact at Laredo Wrestling Alliance, last show of the year, between Laredo Wrestling Alliance United Pure Champion Ricky Swayze and Mr. Stadakical Bryson Scott. But Scott didn't take too kindly, so the wrestler Bryson Scott was taunting him, and then Jason David Frank laid him out. So he's gonna be making his wrestling debut against Bryson Scott. So again, as long as he does not wrestle Sami Callihan, I'm okay with that. For those of y'all who don't know who Sami Callihan is, he is the self-proclaimed draw. And he wrestles in Impact Wrestling. He is notorious for his death matches, and notorious for almost taking Eddie Edwards' eye out by accident, like, because it was a wrestling spot Impact. I don't know who okayed it, but that person should probably be fired, because Sami Callihan broke Eddie Edwards' orbital socket in his eye. Eddie Edwards is okay. This is last summer, but I said this before. I don't care if Jason David Frank is gung-ho about doing a death match. Do not have him wrestle Sami Callihan, because Callihan might murder him. You would be okay with?
I would.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think we would all.
The power of the Green Ranger will come through.
The power of the Green. Jen. I don't care how BA Tommy is. I don't care if he's the Green Ranger, the White Ranger, the Red Zero Ranger, the Red Turbo Ranger, the Black Dino Ranger, or if he's the or is he the Green Ranger Mach 2 or Lord Draken himself. He cannot handle this the self-proclaimed draw known as Sami Callihan. The Callihan death machine would annihilate Jason David Frank. I'm just saying, package pile driver through a table.
Okay, fine.
Jen, in case you want to know, look, I'm not making fun of you, but I'm saying right now, if you want to know who's, I will show you matches of Sami Callihan later on, so you can understand what I'm talking about.
Okay, but I'm here for it.
With all that being said, now let's get started into our. Now I'm done marking out as a wrestling critic, but yeah. Oh, also, I watched Wrestle Kingdom 13. So for anyone who didn't know, now I'm a big wrestling fan, and if you haven't yet, watch New Japan's Wrestling Kingdom 13. It's amazing, from top to bottom, great. All right, now let's get started. So. First on our notes, so for those of y'all who did not know, a couple of podcasts ago, we talked about Capcom's, in-game ads for Street Fighter V. We talked, and Ono was like, we want to hear more about what you guys think and stuff like that. Y'all already know how I feel. The fact that they put in-game ads in Street Fighter V really upset me, and unfortunately, Jen was not here to defend her baby Ryu.
Stop!
But the new news has come out that Capcom pulled the in-game ads at Street Fighter V. Jen, what's your thoughts? Did you even know about the in-game ads, Jen?
Yeah, I heard about it, but y'all can hate him. It's not their fault. It's not their fault.
Oh my. Wait, it is their fault, Jen. If Capcom okayed in-game ads and put in-game ads in Street Fighter, that is their fault. What are you talking about?
She meant it's not Ryu's fault. It's
not Ryu's fault. Don't talk crap about Ryu.
Oh my god, Jen, jeez, why don't you go get some coffee?
Now, is there a reason why they put the in-game ads?
I think because, well, I'm going to probably assume that because a lot of people hated the idea of in-game ads in the game.
The backlash and no official response. Did they specify?
I'm gonna look at this article, but real quick, Jen, give us your thoughts. Did you know about the in-game ads, and what's your thoughts about them taking them down?
Well, honestly, I kind of heard about it, but like, it wasn't that viral, so I'm happy that like nobody like people were angry, but they weren't like whatchamacallit. It wasn't like a big like deal.
All right then, but all right, cool. And before I get to Bajimxenn's thoughts, what's up? I would say before I get the Bajimxenn's thoughts. Am I cutting off? Here, let me come back in real quick. Before all right, cool. So like
going on?
all right, like I said, so Bajimxenn, what's your thoughts on the in-game ad situation and stuff like that?
For Street Fighter 5 in particular.
Yeah, because Street Fighter 5 is the only one that's done it.
Video games do like a bunch of ads. I could give a good example. Alan Wake has ads for, I believe, Virgin Mobile, Duracell, and I think Chrysler. Now, for me, seeing that, like as I was playing the game, I thought I was like, oh, this is kind of I thought me personally, I thought it immersed me. Maybe because it was just the marketing. It was just the blatant marketing that seeing, oh look, a Duracell battery. Oh my god, a Virgin phone commercial playing on the TV. Wow, that's cool. But there was never like it was kind of integrated into the world as best as they could, even though like nowadays, wow, that's really blatant and in your face. So with Street Fighter 5, what I could say is there really wasn't integrated that well. If they're going to put ads, and like how you were saying too about, well, okay, it's a $60 game or it's a AAA game that you pay, you know, AAA price for it, and I'm not sure how I like what I'm thinking about it. So I'm not sure if it was a good idea to, or how do you promote the Capcom Fighting Cup in a game that you play? How do you promote something in a game that you pay $60 up front? That's a AAA game that has season passes and has in-game currency. Was that the right move to do it, to promote said event in said game? However, at least it could have been way worse. You know, from what I saw, it was in-game costumes, which weren't good. I have to admit, those are really lazy and kind of slapped on. Yeah, and really slapped on together. Like there wasn't anything. They really didn't put any effort into it. You get me?
My problem with Capcom is their characters is so little, and then you have to pay for the new ones. And like, it's not like Street Fighter 4 where you had like a ton of characters. This one has very little characters, and that's something I've never heard of. Like the Street Fighter game for 5.
Right. And that's what, and like I was saying, you know, about, well, with this game where you're paying so much, is this a good idea to start putting in ads in it? And how do you advertise something? Because the ads weren't for like Duracell or Virgin Mobile, they were for a Street Fighter related event. However, they didn't really put in the time and effort to properly advertise it, or at least, you know, make if you're gonna give out costumes for advertising the game, were those costumes, or were
those
they
were costumes? Those were emblems,
right?
from the Capcom World Cup and all that crap.
Right. So the costumes were really bad. They were just slapped on. They just slapped. Like I said this in the when we talked about it at first. They just slapped on the logo, and that was really shit. So can you imagine if they made a brand new, you know, what's the boxer's name?
Balrog.
Oh.
Balrog or Dudley? Which one are you talking about?
The boxer in Street Fighter.
Zangief? No, that's
Ed? You mean Ed or? There's Balrog, there's Ed. Those are the only two characters.
Balrog. So can you?
Oh.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you imagine if they gave him a brand new costume, if you sat through and watched an ad, or never mind, that's a bad way. If you toggled on the ads, you know, because they weren't like a video that was unskippable. It was like background ads and loading ads. So imagine if you toggle those ads on, and you got a brand new Ryu skin that's themed to look like the Capcom World Cup, and they took time and they concept arted and they released it for free. Would that have been better than, you know, what players got? I would have liked that. I would have liked a brand new costume that advertised the Capcom World Cup, but they didn't do that. Like I'll just end it by saying, is the costume worth it, and is the fight money worth it? Because if you toggled the ads on, you were able to get fight money for the in-game to buy costumes, to buy characters. Like I was said before, are the costumes worth it, and is the fight money worth it for these in-game?
Okay, 2019 should be hashtag Capcom please do better.
I hope.
Every day.
Let me put it like, I think no, it should be hashtag gaming industry do better, because, but again, I'm gonna try to be more positive. I mean, look, last year, we ran down Bethesda, we ran down Capcom, we ran down Nintendo, and Nintendo actually are getting their stuff. Nintendo's getting it right. I will say it right now. Nintendo's actually doing better now. So I'm gonna try to not roast every
What about
developer or
EA?
publisher. Oh no, EA will still get roasted. That's not. We're not changing that anytime. We're not changing formula with EA. EA will always get roasted on this channel until them niggas do better. But that's not here nor there. So for me, when it comes to the Capcom in-game ads, I am glad that they did take them down, because again, I understand that Capcom wanted to do this to like help promote other things that they're doing and stuff. But at the same time, this could lead into a gateway of other like greedy developers and publishers, like, I don't know, and Bethesda, but putting in-game ads on their own, like, because then it would just not, wouldn't just be in-game ads about video games. It would then be like, this fight is brought to you by Mountain Dew or Red Bull or the new X-Men movie and stuff like that. Like,
speaking of that, the Mad Max game that had a DLC Rockstar energy car. It was a Rockstar themed energy drink car.
But the difference between that and the difference between the Alan Wake thing is that this game, that Street Fighter V purposely was doing in-game ads about stuff that they were doing. The with Alan Wake, these were just partnerships that Microsoft had already did before. That's the only thing.
That's still blank in your face.
Well,
and it's not like the advertisements were advertising an Alan Wake show or Alan Wake. Yeah, they were advertising Duracell, Virgin, and cars.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm like, don't get me wrong. Like, was it blatant? Was it blatant? Like, in-game like ads and stuff like advertisements and stuff like that.
It was manipulative. Like, look, Duracell. Look, get a Virgin mobile phone.
But compared to what Street Fighter was doing, Street Fighter 5's in-game ads were legit forcing you to watch it. Otherwise, you wouldn't get fight money out of it and stuff like that. That's the only difference. No,
you could toggle them on and off.
But
and like they were saying, the loading screen. So as you were, I'm trying not to defend this, but I just want to make sure everybody knows how this was implemented. I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
This was how the advertisements in game were implemented, and this is what the advertisements were showing. And I definitely agree with you, though. Those advertisements, at least costume wise, were fucking lazy. And I don't know how much money and fight money you got during those loading screen ads and having the ads toggled on in general.
like I said, like
Mhm.
I think if done correctly, it can have been great, but because of the time we're living in the game industry, where there are a lot of things that are going on that everyone is now suspecting the gaming industry of doing and stuff like that, the whole in-game ad thing came at the wrong place at the wrong time. That's just me. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
So yeah, but with that being said, so yeah, so you don't have to worry about that no more. About in-game ads for those of y'all who were not okay with it.
I mean, pretty much, what's the difference between now versus back then, where basically not developers, but basically advertisers, pretty much was real angry when it comes to basically video games putting like either in-game ads or let alone product placement in their games. I don't know if it's basically without the permission or a copyright issue, because Capcom, basically have into this problem before with some of their AAA titles, like Resident Evil. When it comes to like big name advertisers like Burger King, Coca-Cola, Pepsi.
The difference between that and this is that, and I'm gonna use the Alan Wake and I'm gonna use Crazy Taxi for this argument. With Crazy
Taxi.
Yes, because Crazy Taxi had, it's not in-game ads, it's product placement. There's a difference between in-game ads and product placement. With Alan Wake did not have in-game advertisement; it had product placement. That's what I was trying to say. That's the big difference between Alan Wake and what's going on with Capcom. The difference between in-game advertisement and product placement is that the games have partnerships. Well, and like using Alan Wake as an example, Microsoft had a partnership with Duracell and the Virgin Mobile, and they're like, yeah, let's do product placement and stuff like that. They were not advertising the stuff. They were just like, oh yeah, there's some products that we may have put it here and there and stuff like that. But they weren't telling you to go buy their stuff. This Street Fighter V is telling you to go buy stuff. That's the thing. The in-game ads, and if you don't turn it off, you would not get any type of fight money and stuff like that. And keep in mind, fight money is the in-game currency to unlock characters throughout Street Fighter V. If you are just like me, you don't want to unlock characters by buying them. You want to do it the old-fashioned way, which Gen you should probably start doing instead of buying characters when you play fighting games.
Stop being lazy. 6, you can't unlock new characters. You have to purchase them. I'd say this with Soul Calibur 6, I did not like that, but but to be fair, SNK did it with King of Fighters 14, where the new fire pack you had to get Rock Howard and Vanessa. Tekken 7, Injustice, but they did it smartly, where they're like, get this game pass, which is like $20. You don't have to pay for these characters when they come out. No, that's exactly what Street Fighter 6 is doing. They have a season pass for fighters.
But yeah, so with all that being said, let's move on, because we gotta talk about this, because this actually does concern me. Apparently, Dragon Ball Fighter Z is being pulled from multiple fighting game events. This is coming from Kotaku, so I don't know what's going on. I tried looking up more about this information.
Why?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So
it's one of the best-selling games.
What?
Oh, I know. It won the VGA for best fighting game. It won at the Game Awards for best fighting game. But from what I'm reading from Kotaku, I'm gonna read a little bit of this. The latest development in the saga came just last week when publisher Access Games announced that they would be pulling Dragon Ball Fighter Z from the next installment of the annual fighting game tournament. Anime Ascension, the company's brief statement, cited unforeseen circumstances as the impotence behind this decision and has yet to respond to Kotaku's request for a comment. Players, however, have not been as quiet, with notably competitor Dawn has been quiet, with notable competitor Dawn Yoshihose, who had already registered for Anime Ascension, calling the issue BS and toxic. So, again, we don't know what's going on with this, but I'm gonna give my thoughts. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why Bandai Namco and Arcs Gaming are pulling it off. Maybe off the fighting game tournaments and stuff like that. Maybe I think the reason being is because they want to try and fix the netcode for that game. But again, I could be defending the game because there's not a lot of information that we know about this, and I'm just going off of what I would assume. Maybe maybe there's some bugs in the game. Maybe they're trying to fix the netcode. I don't know. Cece, what's your thoughts on this?
Honestly, I don't know, but I just hope it will get resolved by the time Evo comes around.
Yeah, because if this game is not Evo, I know a lot of people would be super pissed off about it.
Yeah, I would like. Oh man.
It's being pulled. Has Evo released their list of games?
No, usually Evo does that around April or May, so it gives people enough time to practice.
Now, I'm gonna look it up on the article. I wouldn't worry. I think it is gonna make Evo. I think it's specifically like these specific fighting game tournaments won't have it. But I think Evo will definitely have it still. I'm gonna look up the article from multiple fighting game events. Like not every fighting game event, but
it's from multiple, not all of them, but just multiple.
Not all of them, yeah, absolutely.
And so yeah, so hopefully. And Jen, did you have anything to say about it too?
Hopefully they fix it.
This girl. I'm joking. No, I do too. I do too.
I wouldn't worry about it. I think it is going to still make Evo. I think as good as Anime Ascension, like that's another fighting game tournament. I think you'll still see it, just not everywhere.
All right then. All right, and our next piece of news. I think this is not our final piece of news, but our next news. Apparently, there's a new Marvel game that's in the works, and this coming from Gaming Illuminati. Shouts to the Gaming Illuminati. They are apparently square. What do you call it? Heart. Well, I'm gonna read this. Well, we have yet to. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna go to the source real quick. This is coming from Eurogamer. Eurogamer had wrote an article saying ex-Hearthstone team working on a new Marvel game. Blizzard breakaway Ben Brode and his new studio Second Dinner are working on a new Marvel game. Brode bid farewell to Blizzard and Hearthstone, the game back in April. Last night, Second Dinner announced that they had secured a $30 million investment to make its new Marvel project. Chinese company NetEase is behind the deal. The same company which plunged $100 million into Bungie late last year for its secret new non-Destiny IP. So here's my question to you guys: if Second Dinner is making a new Marvel game, what kind of game would you want to see? I'm gonna go with you, Bajimxenn.
I have some really oh no, I think I could be wrong, but I think this might be a mobile game.
I hope to God it's not.
Ex-Hearthstone developers. I think it's got an investment from NetEase. NetEase is, I believe, a Chinese mobile gaming developer. They're the ones that are helping out with the Diablo Immortal.
All right, I think we should probably. I think we should stop right here.
No.
Then, you know.
What?
Okay, so Jen, I don't know if you listened to the previous podcast we did. So, Blizzard got in some really hot water with Diablo Immortal.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. So if NetEase is working on this new, look, I'm not gonna. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I was gonna say, look, I'm not going to judge. I'm gonna see what happens. If hopefully if they're gonna make a game, hopefully it's not a mobile game. I would like to see another Marvel game come out of the woodwork outside of Insomniac, because Spider-Man is a really good game, and I'm actually halfway done with the game now. But if I would like to see when it comes to a new Marvel game, we don't know too much about Square Enix's Marvel game that they were creating. We know for a fact that we know for a fact that it's not Ultimate Alliance, because Ultimate Alliance got announced for Nintendo Switch back at the Game Awards. If I would, the one game I would like to see, I would love to see a Defenders game, because and like in the realm of like the Marvel Spider-Man game that came out on PS4, I think it'd be great if you could choose. It would be like an open world game in the same route like Grand Theft Auto 5 is, where you can choose your own character, and each character has like a different story and stuff like that. So with Luke Cage, you're dealing more with Harlem's shenanigans and Black Mariah and stuff like that. With Jessica Jones, it's more of a puzzle solving game because you're doing PI work. With Iron Fist, it's more close quarters and stuff like that. And Daredevil, same thing, but you're gonna be flying through the skies and stuff like that. That's what I would like to see, me personally. But GC, what about you? What Marvel game would you like to see come out of the woodwork?
I would say either X-Men vs Street Fighter, a game like a sequel to that. That was pretty awesome.
I hate to break it to you, GC, but I'm pretty sure Capcom and Marvel are done, and I don't know about. And I think the rumors of Marvel vs. Capcom 4 are dead. So,
well, I lost hope.
Jen, what about you?
Don't say that.
Hashtag Ryu is her bae. Go ahead.
I won't say anything.
Okay, fine. So yeah, all right, and now our last piece of news, and this really isn't news, but these are games that are coming out this year. IGN recently put out a video of like the 42 games that are coming out on PC, and the 49 big games that are coming out this year as well. A couple of them are the Resident Evil 2 remake, Kingdom Hearts 3, Devil May Cry 5. I think Code Vein is supposed to come out. Mortal Kombat to be determined. Mortal Kombat 11 comes out in April. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 comes out later this year. Shenmue 3 is scheduled to come out this year as well.
Shenmue 3.
Yeah. So my
I put my money in there too because I'm excited. Like I've been going on because they didn't finish the story.
So we already know
how much did you put in the Kickstarter?
Yeah, how much did you put in? Yeah.
I'm curious. No. I'm really curious. Like, wow.
20.
That's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
Like,
what do you think I was gonna?
No, because I was just like, wow, man. I talk like a lot about. I never really heard anyone talk like very like what is it like? Like I never heard really anyone talk about Shenmue. I got into like
it's
Yakuza.
An old game. Plus, I had a crush on.
You?
He looks like it.
Like I said, I played Shenmue when I was a kid. I didn't understand the game. All I just knew is to go around the small town Japan. Play
Revenge, duh.
Revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know about that, but like,
you find God killed his father.
Yeah, and he never did.
I had a big crush on Rio.
Did you like Jen? Did you have a crush on everyone named either Ryu or Rio when you were a kid?
No, I had a crush on a guy named Terry Bogard.
I mean, I know that. You and I. What's up?
I say even Rio and King of Fighters.
Yeah, did you like Rio for King of Fighters? The Rio wannabe. She's quiet.
Nothing.
She don't know. Yep.
Stop!
I mean, to be fair, Jen, we knew you liked Terry. I mean, you and I cosplay as Terry together at LA Comic-Con, so.
Rio looks like... Wait, he's the one that looks like Dragon Ball Z, right?
Yes, he's the Dragon Ball Z with the black shirt underneath his gi, yes.
Yeah, okay, now I remember that. I mean, he was cute.
Okay,
Like, he didn't belong.
Jen, here's a question. This is a tough one. Mai or Terry?
That's hard. Can I say my Terry?
No, either Mai or Terry. Who would you want to get with?
Terry, because I want that power. I want that power.
What?
All right then. But with all that being said, all right, guys. So here's my question: what games are you excited? This is gonna be our end discussion. What games are you most excited for 2019, and what games do you want to be announced, like for this year and or 2020? I'm gonna go with Bajimxenn first. Actually, no, I'm gonna go with Gen first. What games are you looking forward to this year for 2019?
Obviously, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay. What other?
Okay. I know this is very like silly, but I'm really excited. I know I said Shenmue 3 already, but I'm actually excited for Devil May Cry.
I think we're all excited for Devil May Cry.
5.
I agree with that. Yes.
Because.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, Jen, chill, man, chill. Don't. Yeah, I saw the.
Okay.
Damn,
Okay,
Jen, damn, girl, like you thirsty? You need some water?
No. I just wanted some pizza.
Okay. Anyways.
Oh, did you get my reference?
Yes, I got the reference.
Okay, never mind. I'm being stupid.
Anyways, are those the only games you're looking forward to? Are there more?
Well, there are more, obviously. Am I excited for the Sonic game?
Are you? I can't answer. I can't ask you. I can't answer that for you.
I guess, but I never
Sonic
played...
Racing?
Yeah, but am I excited for it? Kinda. Because I like Sega. But then again, that's not Sega.
What are you talking about? Sonic is Sega. What are you talking about?
I know, but I'm saying it's not from a Sega console anymore.
Oh, okay. Making sure. So I'm
'Cause
like, Jen, are you smart?
Resident-
What's up?
No, I'm just saying, like, it just gave me nostalgia of Sega.
By the way, Jen, real quick, I don't need your filthy Skies Arcadia copy no more. I got my own. I got it for $10.
Well, screw
brand-
you.
That's so sad. You're filthy skies of our.
Brand
I hate-
spanking new.
I hate you. Wait, on the GameCube or on
Hell
the...
no, on the Sega Dreamcast.
Oh, because there was also one on the GameCube.
I know I didn't have it on the GameCube around the time, but you still had your Dreamcast, and I've asked you for almost
It's
10
not
years.
mine, it's my brother's.
I said ask him, can I borrow it?
It's not mine, it's my brother's.
Anyways, well, all right. So, are there any other games you're excited for, Jen, or should we move on?
That's it.
Okay, fine. Big Zen, what games are you excited for this year?
Oh, there are too many to name. I'll try to go with some that weren't named. Hopefully, I'm hoping for Cyberpunk 2077 to get an announcement date.
It might.
Hopefully. Travis Strikes Back, Normal Heroes 3, coming out on January 18th.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah. Sea of Solitude, which was at the EA press conference. I'm really looking forward to that. I hope that's good. And let me see what else. Ah, man, there's so many. I remember a couple that were announced during like the Nintendo Switch, the last Nintendo Switch Direct that we got. But I'm excited for like the other fighters that are coming out for Super Smash Bros.
Oh my god, Joker.
Yeah, Joker from P5. Oh, I'm excited for P5R, whatever that is. It could be another fighting game, like the Ultimax, like the Persona 4 Arena series.
Yeah, I love Persona 4 Arena.
Or it could be like a port for the Nintendo Switch. I don't know, but I'm banking on the fact that's going to be a Persona 5 fighting game.
All right then.
That's
I think
about it.
I think for me, I'm excited for the Resident Evil 2 remake.
Of course, yeah.
And I will be playing the Resident Evil games to go in honor of Resident Evil 2 remake coming out. I don't know how, but I will try and make time to play them all. Maybe just play I'll probably just play Resident Evil 2 and then Resident Evil 3 Nemesis back to back. And then I'll do the chronological order thing that I was gonna do. Also, I am really excited to see when Code Vein comes out, because I think Code Vein does look very, very cool. I cannot wait for Battletoads, because Battletoads there is a remake of Battletoads coming out this year, which I'm excited for. Bloodstained Rituals looks very interesting, and I want to see more about that. Streets of Rage 4, obviously. That game looks like it's gonna be hella
Streets
dope.
of Rage. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and wait, and GC, who was your favorite girl who was thick?
Say what?
Wasn't there a character in Streets of Rage that you?
Streets of Rage is a beat 'em up game, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, Blaze. I know GC is ready to see that booty again. DOA 6, I'm really excited for, and I actually got the chance to play the game while I was at Evo. It was really fun. And you know what, Devil May Cry 5, I know we're all excited for that game. I think this game's gonna be really cool. Far Cry New Dawn looks really interesting, even though I have yet to play Far Cry 5 yet. And I really want to play that one because I'm just saying I'm going to take out Jonestown. Jump Force looks very interesting, and I actually did listen to the Game Illuminati's recent podcast. What's up?
Jonestown.
Yeah. I did, and like I said, Jump Force I think looks really interesting. I think the more I've seen the game now, I think my thoughts about the game that I had originally when I was at Evo, not Evo, at E3, they've kind of changed. I think the game could be really fun. I just really hope they get rid of the whole hub system that they have in Dragon Ball Fighters, because I just want to get like 8 of my friends so we can all beat the hell out of each other. That's all I want in that game. So Jump Force is one game I cannot wait for. Hopefully it has cross multiplayer. I mean, I'm not gonna bank on it. Killer Queen Bee, which I actually got the chance to play on the Switch, looks really good, and I cannot wait to get that game. Once I get my Switch. Mech Warrior 5, and I've been a big Mech Warrior supporter for a while, and the fact that they're finally bringing it back, I'm really excited for it. And you know, some of the games hopefully we get to hear more details about. I want to know when Metroid Prime 4 is coming out. That's a game I am looking forward to knowing more about. Mortal Kombat 11 comes out, you know, in April, and I know Ed Boon did troll the hell out of me because I really thought that he came to the VGA, the Game Awards, just to talk about the best racing game, and I was gonna be really pissed. And then Ace Attorney, the trilogy, is gonna be on Steam at some point, and I know a lot of people love Ace Attorney, so I will be playing Ace Attorney for the first time once it comes out. Rage 2 and Psychonauts 2 when they come out as well. So those are the games I'm excited for, and that hopefully we get more news on. What about you, GC? Any games you're excited for?
Well, of course, Resident Evil 2, Days Gone. Streets of Rage 4, I forgot all about that because I don't think they're gonna have my boy Adam in here.
But they got Blaze though, man. We got the thickness coming back.
Yeah, but they're all 3 of them police officers. You can't. Why not the black guy in there too?
We probably gonna get some black people in there too. Don't worry. I mean, if we don't get black people in, how is Jen gonna get your coffee?
Are you kidding me? Look.
That's my first coffee joke of the year, people.
Well, I'll just find some cream.
I'm out. I'm out of the podcast. I think I'm done. Bye, people. I'm out. All right, continue, GC.
Oh wow, this is too much. Kingdom Hearts 3. Hopefully, The Last of Us 2 will come out. Well, I think, of course, DOA 6, Devil May Cry 5, and hopefully some news will come out, you know, because I heard Capcom say, like, you know, they might, it's not even they might, they confirmed they're going to work on Resident Evil 3 Remake as we speak, because pretty much Resident Evil 2 Remake is already done, so they pretty much in production for RE3 Remake, and hopefully get some news on Resident Evil 8, so... You know, we'll see.
I would say I don't think it'd be too soon for them to make a Resident Evil 8. Maybe next year at E3 they might announce a Resident Evil 8. Because you gotta keep in mind 7 came out like now officially 2 years ago. But it came out 2 years ago. So yeah, I think
the time frame was 6.
Yeah, so I think we should hold off on 8. We should hold off on Resident Evil 8. Wait, for right now. I think the one thing I will say, I know that our Arika, the guys who made the Fighting EX Layer game, which is really fun. I know they say they're in development of wanting to make a brand new game from Capcom's old IPs that they gave up on. There's a rumor going on. There's like underground rumor that we could begin a Rival Schools 3. And we do, best believe I'm gonna buy that game. I don't care. Now granted, if they have microtransactions or anything like that that will hinder me from playing the game, you will see me here cussing out Capcom for the next 5 years. But that's just me.
Probably it probably might be cosmetics, but then again, you could just earn, your way of cosmetics. Like, if you beat the game at a certain time, you can unlock this costume or this weapon or whatever, but most likely it's probably gonna be cosmetics, but I don't know. We'll see.
Like I said, and also I would say this, hopefully with this year's fighting games that could potentially come out, I really do hope that we have a new system in which we do our freaking unlock characters the old-fashioned way. That's
It's
like
not
how
gonna
like
happen.
Ultimate did it. So why not
But-
now?
Dude, it's not gonna happen. The game industry is gonna get worse and worse and worse. It's not gonna happen.
Hey, look, I am optimistic. Hopefully, with all the crap that happened last year, the game industry might turn over a new leaf. Because if not, I mean, like Seth Rollins, we're gonna burn it down. So yeah.
Nah, it's too much money in digital distribution, and there's too much money in microtransactions. So it's not going anywhere.
Again, like I said, I'm not like Xforce. I'm going to try to keep high hopes. I want to be more optimistic, hopefully, and hopefully the gaming industry does not make me regret defending it on them right now, as of this day, January 4th, 2019.
Did you know Activision's half of Activision's revenue was based on microtransactions?
Of course, everyone knows that.
Yeah.
So you think it's gonna go anywhere?
But that's Activision. I'm talking about the other companies that are not, who are trying to fight the system, like Bandai Namco and the guys who are making Cyberpunk 2079 or 2089, or where the hell that game's supposed to be called. But I'm talking about those companies. I'm not talking about Konami and Bethesda and Activision and stuff like that, because they could all eat it. So that's just me. I don't speak for everyone in the podcast, in the ScrubClub Gaming podcast. My opinion's my opinion. I would tell Bethesda straight up that they can eat it. So that's just me. But yeah, with all that being said, you guys have any final thoughts before we close up the podcast?
Happy New Year's.
Well, we're gonna do closing remarks right now, but okay.
Oh.
Any other things you want to talk about, or are we done?
I think
Everyone
we're
good?
done.
Okay.
There wasn't, in terms of the gaming, there's not much. In terms of what's going on outside of gaming, I could say a lot, but
Oh no, we
I'll
gonna
just say
I
this,
know
fuck
we
R.
gonna
Kelly.
say it one more time, Jen.
Fuck R. Kelly.
Thank you guys very much. This is episode 58 of the ScrubClub Gaming Podcast, January 4th, 2019, the first podcast of the new year. Jen, because you're back, and I love you so much, what's your
Thank
closing
you.
statement for episode 58? Go.
Stay safe.
All right then, GC, what is your closing statement for episode 58? Go.
Awesome podcast as usual. I love you all, and yeah, we should dedicate a special podcast on the whole surviving R. Kelly and R. Kelly in general, and people that is like R. Kelly in the industry.
Screw Lifetime.
I'm so salty about how on Lifetime did the Aaliyah documentary, Aaliyah autobiography. That's just me. My closing
Yeah, I am too.
my closing comment is, Wrestle Kingdom 13 is awesome. You guys should totally watch it. Rest in peace to my boy Mean Gene Okerlund, from who was the Mean Gene from WWE and WCW, one of the greatest sports commentators, one of the greatest talkers in professional wrestling. He recently died. R.I.P. to my boy Mean Gene. You will be missed. There was no one else like you, dude, and you were funny as hell, to say the least. But yeah, other than that, yeah, guys, Happy New Year. And we're done. But don't ever take us away. Don't ever forget about us. Don't you forget about us. Oh, and watch Bumblebee, because Bumblebee was an awesome movie. With that being said, you can find us and you email us at ScrubClubgamingBookies@gmail.com. That's ScrubClubgamingBookies@gmail.com for any questions, comments, services, advice, and business acquires. Love doing business in indie folks. If you want to find us, you can find us on Facebook and Twitter. Just type in ScrubClub Gaming, and bam, ScrubClub Gaming all up in your home. Don't worry about Tumblr. Tumblr is dead and gone in 2018. Don't put us on incognito. No, let the people know that you listen to us, and we'll make sure we let y'all know that you listen to you listen to us as well. Or I don't know how we're supposed to talk about whatever. You can follow us on our YouTube page at ScrubClub Gaming as well, where our video versions of the podcast will be up later on. And you can find us on soundcloud.com/ScrubClubgaming. That's soundcloud.com/ScrubClubgaming. And you can also find us on googleplay.com/ScrubClubgaming. Now, you want to get a hold of us, you want some prior critique time, you can find me, Reckless Fox, on Twitter and Instagram at @TheReckless_Fox, YouTube, Reckless_Fox, and you can find all my latest gaming content at twitch.tv/RecklessFox. If I'm not holding it down the Southtown region, Geese Howard flexing. GC, where can they find you? GC,
at Godchild15.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Jen. You can talk to him.
It's Godchild15 on Instagram. Mr. God. Oh.
You can find me on YouTube at Mr. Godchild15, Twitch and Godchild15, and Twitter and Instagram at Godchild_15. And Jen, I love you for that.
Thank you. You can find me at Instagram, Jen Messina.
We're gonna be working on her Twitter.
About Twitter.
I'm gonna fix her. We're gonna make her a new Twitter account, guys. Don't worry.
Why?
So send her all your pics.
Please.
If you're on OkCupid and her and Tinder and at Bumble and Craigslist, she's on there too.
If you are Chomley Weeaboo, blow those DMs up.
No. If you look like If you look like a Ryu, like a real life Ryu, hit me up.
Yeah, that's the only requirement. You gotta look like Ryu. You gotta look like sexy Ryu with a 6-pack and the dad beard.
Yep.
All right. Those are your requirements, Jen. That's how they can DM you and get up in your DMs.
Yes.
And they can get coffee too. Anyways, thank you guys very much. This is ScrubClub Gaming Podcast. And as always, peace out, bless up, here recognize one of the less. I bid you all adieu. Goodbye, mwah, and good night. Bang. Happy New Year. Deuces.